matter what the MCU does, they just don't seem to learn the simple lessons that people just want good entertainment and not all your crap shoved into it. It's a very simple concept. One they can't seem to learn. Now, let's be honest here for a moment. People like Captain America, Steve Rogers. People do not like Falcon Cap. It didn't work in the comics. It's not going to work here. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the series was not very good at all. They tried to play politics with that shit and it did not work. Nothing wrong with Falcon as a character. He's a good character when he's Falcon. But the minute you try this, this Captain Falcon nonsense, or Falcon Cap, I should say, it just keeps bottoming out. And ever since they've been trying to make this movie, there's been hearing more drama with it. Well, apparently they had a test screening recently and fans were so sick and tired of the nonsense, they practically walked out. Getting to this article comes from Cosmic Book News. Captain America 4 problems. Fans sick of Disney politics. What a shocker. People do not want to hear you preach to them about your nonsense and your political beliefs. People just want to watch something and be entertained. A test screening said to have been held where fans didn't like the politics, the bad acting, and the lackluster action scenes. Oh boy, that doesn't sound like Blade now. Literally, that doesn't sound like Blade. They've changed the name for this movie twice already. It's the official title was Captain America New World Order, and then they changed it to Captain America Brave New World. Because I guess they wanted to be a Brave New World. Essentially, the titles mean the same thing, which is a reference to the NWO, a globalist, socialist, one world order. Also the same title of the first episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Brave New World is a reference to the 1931 dystopian novel published by Aldous Huxley that is described as a profoundly important classic of world literature. The book is a searching vision of an unequal, technologically advanced future where humans are genetically bred, socially indoctrinated, and pharmaceutically anesthetized or desensitized to passively uphold an authoritarian ruling order, all at the cost of our freedom, full humanity, and perhaps also our souls. Is it just me, or does that sound creepily like what the woke mob wants? I mean, just say it. Anybody else find that song really, really creepily similar to it? I'm just saying that. I don't know, maybe. The release date has been moved from July 26, 2024, now held by Deadpool 3, to February 14, 2025, said to be due to involving reshoots and rewrites to fix the movie. The amount of money them had to spend on this movie with reshoot and rewrite and reshoot and all this nonsense, because you keep making terrible movies to push agendas rather than entertain. And this is why you keep having to be spending millions of dollars. By the time this movie finished, they would most likely have had to spend something like over $300 million for this movie alone. Because every time you have to go back and do reshoots and all this kind of thing, you have to pay these actors, you have to set up sets, you have to bring in production crew, you have to pay them to all of this. This is money going down the toilet. Nobody's interested in Falcon Cap. You should have used Falcon and the Winter Soldier to let you know this was never going to happen, never going to work. But no, because the MCU and Kevin Feige and them are so determined to put out this rubbish, this is what they keep doing. Yeah, I even dig this suit, honestly. Well, it seems fans are sick of the Disney politics and propaganda that has infected everything from the company, including its parks, films, and TV brands, and divisions, including Marvel. Well, yeah, it was only a matter of time until this happened. You could only keep injecting this thing and push it in people's faces for so long before they get sick of it. They talk about the parks here. You taking your children to Disney World to enjoy yourself, only to see a man in a dress telling children come in so they could put makeup on them and look. I think, who wants those things? I don't understand why this is suddenly supposed to be so. If you want to live in any comfort of your own home, that's your business, but it shouldn't be outside. They talk about the films. One set of messaging, propaganda pushing in that, and also in the TV brands and in Marvel. People are sick of it. People just want to be entertained, and you don't want to do that. You want to preach and lecture to them, and they're getting sick of it. According to rumors via Twitter about a test screening held, fans didn't like the action scenes, the bad writing, and particularly didn't like the politics. What a shock. Regarding the action scenes, it has already been rumored that Marvel is reshooting at least 3 big action sequences in the movie. Reportedly, the changes are happening because they're not as good as the previous Captain America films. Oh, how shocking. How very shocking that when you decide to push your propaganda and your politics more than anything, the action scenes suffer in the movie. What a shock. The bad acting is said to involve star Anthony Mackie and I think I pronounced it correct, Zosha Rockmore, as apparently fans feel the two lack on-screen chemistry in the test screening. Yeah, so they have no on-screen chemistry. The whole on-screen romance felt flat as hell. People were like, yeah, I just don't care. Apparently, audiences were unimpressed by the film's action scenes and the chemistry between Cap and his love interest. However, the biggest issue was how audiences responded to the film's political content. You might think this means audiences found it divisive, but it was actually worse than that. They found it boring. I'm told that the overall feel was that the political material was uninspired and unengaging, that audiences found it lacked nuance and overly expository and really slowed the movie down. Sounds like them and the crap they would do. Sounds like it. Yep, this is the post here. Oh, how I marvel at those marvels in the way a person put all the information that they had in regards to it. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear at this point people are sick and tired of all this political nonsense in there. Right? Falcon Cap is not getting off the ground to a decent start because, like I said, Captain America is Steve Rogers, right? Falcon becoming Captain America was not well received in the comics at all, so they had to go back. They even tried doing the whole 2 Captain Americas. One is Falcon and one is actual Steve Rogers. Both of them failed miserably. But you won't stop. You keep letting yourself be pulled along by these lunatics who telling you, inject this into it, push this into it, put that into here, run this here, push that then, go on there, cram that into there. And you're wondering why these things keep happening. Fans are sick of it because people just want to be entertained. You're not doing that. You're putting out some of the worst content imaginable. Everybody, because there are people who have walked away from the MCU and are never coming back. I could tell you, I know a few people who have said they have no interest in ever going back to it. And the end of Endgame, that was it for them. They checked out 1 or 2 things after that, wasn't good. They have no intention of coming back. You all have doomed yourselves with this nonsense, and yet you're acting like people are supposed to somehow stop and beg you for some kind of forgiveness for what you've done. No. You screwed yourselves over, and this is what you're getting. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like, give it a hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.